Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing Shadow and Bone. This is a sci-fi series, and here is the summary. This series follows an orphan mapmaker, Alina Starkov, as she discovers she has a unique magical power to summon light, making her the key to saving her war-torn country of Ravka from a monstrous dark region called the Fold.
Yeah, this was definitely a really interesting show. The rating I'm going to give this show is going to be a 3. Let's get into my pros and my cons. So, very first pro, Alina as the Sun Summoner was just really dope and strong. I really enjoyed the Fold. Like, I think the Fold itself was just a cool concept, it being a barrier and, people are afraid to cross it because you got the Volker in it.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, the Volker was dope. Kerrigan was definitely really strong. Jasper's shooting was also real dope. He was basically like the Hawkeye character of this universe with weapons. Kaz was definitely very resourceful and a smart leader. Genius powers were definitely interesting. Finding out that Bagra was Kerrigan's mom and Kerrigan was actually the Black Heretic responsible for the Fold. That was definitely crazy. Finding out that the Volker used to be people. That was also, I think that was probably one of the biggest things. I'm like, there are actually people that he turned into these things when they got into the Fold. Kerrigan expanding the Fold. That was also wild because it's like now you're starting to find out what his actual, agenda was and how strong he was. The flying boat was also wild. I thought that was real cool. Alina destroying the Fold. I thought that was also amazing because once again, you started to see her abilities compared to Kerrigan's. Kerrigan dying, shadow creatures actually acting on their own. I thought that was really interesting because the whole time we thought that, Kerrigan was controlling them. Nikolai being affected with the shadow monster was definitely a cool way to kind of end the story because it starts to open up other doors. Cons, Pekka Rollins was an op. Alina sleeping with Kerrigan. That was, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, so you ain't even gonna wait for my boy. You're not even gonna wait for my boy. The conductor definitely was an op. Nina getting Matthias arrested. Kerrigan killing the stag. Alina getting the bones from the stag and planting them in her neck. That was just, I didn't like that. I didn't like that Mal was the third amplifier, the Firebird.
Yeah, that was weird.
I didn't really care too much about that. I thought that was like every other thing was an animal. And it was like, nah, this person is I didn't like that. Then Alina killing Mal and then resurrecting him. It's like
She had to kill him to use it, yeah.
Yeah, now you have the ability to resurrect. But yeah, definitely interesting series. I give it a 3.
Okay, guys, I give this series a 2 out of 5. The Fold was very interesting to see. That shadow wall was huge. Finding out Alina was a Sun Summoner was cool. The whole love triangle with Mal and the General was annoying at times. The animals that could amplify their powers were cool. Finding out the General was the original Black Heretic and his mom warning Alina how evil he was such a plot twist because she definitely was so in love with him at one time. I like the guy who had the train that went through the Fold. Like, I just like the concept of the train being able to go through the Fold. I like Kaz and the Crows. The General's powers, like you said, were so strong he was able to push the Fold and create shadow monsters from it. The King being infected and having a Jekyll and Hyde personality was interesting to watch. And like you said, we find out Mal was the third amplifier. He was a Firebird and was killed by Alina in order to destroy the Fold. But he resurrects with corrupted shadow powers. And in the finale, Alina shows she can now harness both light and shadow. So that insinuates that she is probably corrupted.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see what happens from that.
Yeah. Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.